Well, Slushin, how you do, buckaroos? How the heck are you? So I will tell you that I did drink a little bit of this to do a live video, but I saved most of it to do a video just on this particular beer. This is the Jackie O's Bourbon Barrel Black Maple Imperial Porter, brewed with maple syrup and aged in bourbon barrels. And I gotta tell you, it is wow. The reason so typically I do the video for the beer first and then the live. But the reason I wanted to do the live video first is because I wanted the reaction to be live. So anyway, and wow, this stuff is so amazing. So, but I am going to read a little bit here from this bottle. Black Maple was first brewed in 2013 as a one-off batch designed to explore the capabilities of our brew house. After its long rest in bourbon barrels, Black Maple quickly became a perennial favorite. Now brewed every year in late summer, Black Maple features a diverse grist of barley, wheat, chocolate malt, caramel malt, and a pinch of smoked malt. And boy, you can really taste that smoked malt, even though it's just a pinch. It's just what this beer needs to take it over the top, man. It is brilliant. Locally harvested maple syrup added late in the boil adds earthy complexities to this lavish imperial porter. Yeah, I gotta tell you, this stuff is just beyond amazing. There is just, oh, wow. Anyways, I'm going to drink in front of you now, as I am clearly at a lack of words. Oh my god, this stuff is amazing. Yeah, let it sit for a while. So I drank a little bit for the live video, but it was a little colder and I felt like it needed to be. So I covered it up and let it sit for a little bit. And now it's probably right about perfect. Right about 55, 60. If I was to guess, it is just amazing, man. This stuff just doesn't want to play. I'm going to pour the rest of that in there. There was just a touch left in that bottle. Cheese, whiz, and bacon. I don't know whose maple they used, but I did buy 2 bourbon barrel aged maples while I was in Columbus. This one is Sweetwater, so I don't know if this is what they used, but wow. It is good, man. So the complexities of this particular beer. Got the barley malt, the wheat, the chocolate malt. You got everything working, and you got that, as they say, just that touch of a smoked malt that really just takes this beer over the top. It's just amazing, man. And you put that maple in, and it just becomes something else entirely. Paradoxically, it is one of the most complex beers and yet approachable beers, right? It's really easy to drink and digest, but there is a lot of complexities there if you want to sit and relax and think, what else is in there? What else might I find if I have a notion? God, it's amazing. Jackie O's is incredible. I had one beer. I looked at what they had on tap, and quite frankly, to be honest with you, at that particular moment in time, I wasn't blown away. I ordered something, and there are some breweries that I went to that folks want to talk to you right away. There's some that don't. I sat down there at the bar. I was drinking my beer and thought, I'm going to finish this up and get the hell out of here. And then somebody came out of the back room and started talking to me. I told him I was on vacation, this, that, and the other. And he said, I want to introduce you to somebody. So he took me around the corner and introduced me to the person that had the knowledge about their uh, barrel program. They're the barrel age program. And then $200 later, it wasn't quite that. I think it was about $140, but nevertheless, several dollars later, yeah, I walk out of there with a box going, damn, what just happened? They saw me coming, man. But at the time, in all honesty, at the time, I thought, oh, man. But now that I'm home with the beer and drinking them, yes, everything is amazing. I love barrel aged beers. I've always been a big fan, but not every brewery can get it right. Some do it adequately. Some do it poorly. Not many, but there are a few that just don't get it at all. But most can kind of have an idea of how it's done. But then you have that exceptional few that really get it right, and Jackie O's is one of those that just know how to do it right. They have really concentrated on their barrel age program where everything they do is absolutely exquisite. I don't want to mention a brewery name, but I remember talking to somebody several years ago who was just starting to get into the brewery that was starting to barrel age. They were kind of partnering with a winery. And at the time, he told me, he says, you know, I was glad we partnered with him at this moment in time because they introduced me to blending. We weren't sure about the blending. But when you come across a brewery like Jackie O's, you know they've been at this a while, right? They've done the trial and error. They've made their mistakes, and now they know exactly what they're doing. All their barrel-aged beers are just amazing, man. You know, I had the Cuvée, Cellar Cuvée 15 on New Year's, and that was amazing. But this thing, the reason I think the reason why I didn't pop this one because I remember looking at it thinking, no, I want to save this. I want to save this for just a minute when I'm not so tired as I am at this particular moment in time. Jackie O's Bourbon Barrel Black Maple. Oh God, this stuff is insane, man. The way they've put this together, the way they put those malts together, and then added that maple. In addition, as I said, clearly they knew what they were doing. It's like putting together that right adding everything at the right time, putting together the right dish, right? When you, it's not necessarily what you have or what you put in a particular dish, it's how you add those ingredients, and that's what they've done here. Is they've put everything in at exactly the right time, exactly the right place. That you got that perfect balance. You've got those big malt notes. You feel the chocolate malt. You feel the wheat. Molasses. I mentioned molasses earlier. You're definitely going to feel some molasses, although it's probably the maple in there. But you definitely feel a molasses note. Oh my goodness. And what's amazing about this particular beer is that it's sweet. It's very sweet. It's going to be sweet. It's got a lot of shit going on here. But you round that middle and it finds a way to clean up just enough where it doesn't become lingering, right? You're not going to get those lingering sweetness, that lingering sweetness that's going to become cloying. It finds a way to clean up. It gets to that barrel, and you're going, okay, we're good now. We're okay now. We were a little sweet for a second there, but now we're good. Anyways, I digress. Yeah, this beer is absolutely brilliant. Oh. I would love to tell you the names of the two people I talked to at Jackie O's, but I cannot remember them. But I will tell you that Jackie O's in Columbus, not Athens. I was in Columbus, Ohio. It is, more or less a satellite location. But I will tell you that those folks know what they're talking about. I was ready to have one beer and walk out. One guy spotted me, knew I wasn't a regular, talked to me, sent me to the barrel age program person, and then I walked out with a big box. And that's how a good brewery does business. That's how a good brewery does business. You get to the right person, you get this person to the right person they need to talk to, and I'm walking out with a big box going, what the hell just happened? I was having one beer and walking out. How am I walking out with a $150 box? Well, I will say part of that box, part of the cash in the box was the glass. Because once I bought all that beer, I had to have a glass to go with it after all. Anyway, beer geeks. See, they knew they spot us when I messaged folks or when I talked to folks afterwards. I would say they saw me coming. They knew we had this beer geek on the line. We set that hook soft. Anyways, I am Tom, the beer whisperer, evangelist, prolific beer drinker, purveyor of wisdom, and all right, good guy / Jackie O's. You guys are amazing.